Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building George Washington. This is a new series I'm doing. This is a new Minecraft series based on real people, historical leaders, kind of like that. It is currently Independence Day, or July the 4th, here in America. So I figured I would go ahead and make somebody just kind of dedicated to the holiday, and I figured the best person to do this would be George Washington, father of America, of course. I know most of my viewers are American, so for those of you who are, yeah, feel free to make him. If you're not, I mean, you're still more than welcome to make him. So, but anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to build George Washington, you are going to need gray concrete, black concrete, yellow concrete, blue concrete, white terracotta, that gray terracotta, yellow terracotta, block of gold, bamboo button, white wool, gray wool, blue wool, smooth sandstone, and cut sandstone. So once you have all this together, we can go ahead and begin. So we're going to start George Washington off with a row of 8 with your gray concrete. For the next row, we are going to do 1 black concrete, 2 gray, 2 black, 2 gray, 1 black. We're then going to do 3 rows of black concrete. On top of that, of course. We're going to put up the white concrete for now because we won't need that for a little bit. Get out the smooth sandstone and put up the block of gold and get out the cut sandstone. We are going to do 3 rows of the smooth sandstone. For the next row, we are going to do a yellow concrete on the ends of the row, and then 6 smooth sandstone here in the middle. For the next row, we are going to do a blue concrete on the ends of the row. The middle doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to fill this in with smooth sandstone. For the next row, we're going to do blue concrete on the ends of the row. These blocks on the second to end they don't really matter. So I'm just going to place smooth sandstone there. Place 2 smooth sandstone in the middle, and then 2 cut sandstone right here and here. The next row, which is the final row of the legs, we are going to do a blue concrete on the ends of the row. We're going to place 4 cut sandstone right here, and then just a smooth sandstone on each side. So there we go. And now to add on the 3D details, we're going to get out our yellow concrete. We're going to bring this forward by 1. We're going to place 2 yellow concretes going up just like this. On this side, we're going to place 1 right here. And on this side, well, for right now, they're the same. But yeah, that's the legs. And just go ahead and fill this all in with blue concrete just right here. And there you have the legs. If you don't want to make those 3D, you don't have to. I figured I was going to, though. Let's go ahead and just do the rest of the legs while we're here. Legs are pretty simple. You're just going to bring everything back by 3. Nothing crazy to it. Yeah, George Washington, father of the nation. If you guys are interested in seeing more presidents, let me know. I could do all 46 or 46, all 47 of them if you want me to. So that is up to you guys. I may do it anyways. It's going to be a really long series, but I may do it. We'll see. We'll see how this video does views wise. So there we go. That is the sides and the back. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy. Coming back up here to the front, what we're going to do is we're going to place a blue concrete on the ends just right here on the main row. And we're going to place 2 light gray terracottas going to the left and 2 white terracottas. Go ahead and do the same thing the other side. Back to the torso. What we're going to do is, honestly, you really don't even need to place anything on this first row anymore. Besides this block right here, we're going to place 1 cut sandstone right here. And that's pretty much it. We'll place a few more blocks at the top, but that's pretty much it for now. Starting on this left side, this will probably be the easiest place to start. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 blue concretes, then a yellow concrete, or 2 blue concretes, then a yellow concrete. My bad, I don't know if I said that wrong first time. Then we're going to do the same thing again. Then the next row is going to be 3 blue. And then the next 4 rows are the exact same. We are going to do 2 blue concrete, 1 yellow. Do that 3 more times. And that gives us a pretty good starting point for that. And then we're going to do a 2x2 square of blue concrete right here. And then we're going to bring these 2 blue concretes up, and then a yellow concrete right here. Then what we're going to do is, on top of this yellow concrete right here, we're going to place a yellow again, and then we're going to bring that forward by 1. We're going to bring that up by 2, over, up by 2, and then over. Coming down to this side, we are going to place 2 yellow concretes just like this, and then 1 going upward, and then just go and connect this together with a blue concrete and place a yellow right here. We're going to bring this up by 1, connecting that to this. We are going to fill these first 3 rows in with just blue concrete. And then we're going to get out, we don't need to cut sandstone anymore, and we won't need the gray concrete anymore. So get out your block of gold and your bamboo buttons. Right next to this yellow concrete here, we're going to place a block of gold, and then 1 block away from that, another one, and place a bamboo button on the front of those. Don't place it there. We're then going to do the rest of the row of blue concrete, then fill a row in the middle blue concrete, and then we're going to place blocks of gold shifted to the left by 1 block, once again with bamboo buttons on the front. Fill the rest of the row in with blue concrete. Then the next row is entirely blue concrete. Then the next row, same thing with the blocks of gold. Shift it over again. Or not shift it over. Build the rest of the row again. Then on the end here, we're going to place 2 blue concretes, and then we're going to bring it up by 2. And then place the yellow concrete up here. That's a terracotta. Or no, that was concrete. Never mind. I guess I still have the night cycle on. Let me turn that off. I probably should have checked that. There we go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this over by 3 with the yellow concrete. We're going to go up, then right, up by 2, and then over just like that. And there's the kind of collar piece. We're then going to get out our bamboo buttons, and we're going to place a bamboo button on these 2 blocks right here, 1 right here, here, and here. We are then going to get out our white concrete and the white wool. We're going to fill in this whole back section, which is white concrete. Actually, I went a block too close. You're going to go back 2 blocks and fill it in with white concrete. It's kind of hard to explain, so like that. And then we're going to place 2 white wool here, a white wool here, 2 white wools here, and then a white wool here. If you want to make the inner portion of that white concrete, you can, or if you want to make it yellow concrete, you are more than welcome to. So there we go. That is the front of the torso done. Moving on to the arms, they're pretty simple. We're going to start this off with an additional row of white terracotta. Then we're going to do a row of white concrete. And real quick, we're going to place a white wool here and right here. We're then pretty much going to make the rest of the arms as blue concrete minus the top row, which we will get to here in a second. And then we're going to make that top row just yellow concrete. And let's go ahead and do the other arm real quick before we move on with that. White wool's here and here. Same deal. And there we go. Oh, and let's place the yellow up there. And so basically what we're going to do with that is we're going to bring it all forward once we build the rest of the arms. So let's go ahead and just fill in the bottom of the hands here. And the shoulder, of course. There we go. And then for the back of the arms, we're just going to fill these in just as they are on the front. Just like that. And then with the white wool real quick, we are going to place a white wool on this block and this block, and then on the back, one here and here. Same thing on the other side. So just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the yellow concretes out an additional row. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get our yellow terracotta. And okay. And then what we're going to do now is we're just going to place one under right here and then one right here. Same thing over here. On the sides, we are going to place one right here and right here. And then on the back, one here and one here. Do the same thing over here. And there we go. That is like the kind of pauldrons on the shoulders, the hanging yellow things, I guess. I don't know what those would be called. And then the back is just entirely blue concrete. Well, the collar, but we'll get to that once we get to it. Yeah, I wanted to make him in the blue kind of Revolutionary War outfit. I didn't want to just make him in that black outfit when he was president, just because most of the early, if I do make the earlier presidents, they pretty much all wore that. Oh, by the way, you're going to do 2 rows of this yellow concrete. And then real quick, we're going to place a button right here, and then 2 in the middle. Well, yeah, most of the earlier presidents wore that same exact attire. So if I ever do make them, which I probably will, we'll see, it's pretty much going to be the exact same build. So I wanted to kind of differentiate them from each other. For the head, by the way, you're going to need white terracotta, light gray terracotta, white wool, blue wool, gray wool, and black concrete. And that's it. You will not need anything else. So, coming over here to the front, what we're going to do is we are going to place 2 white terracottas right here. It is going to sit right on top of this collar. If you don't like that, you can go ahead and like readjust it. But honestly, it doesn't look terrible once you've actually made the statue or once you finished it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back by 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do 2 rows of white wool here. What we're going to do is we're probably just going to go ahead and do the back of the head. It's the hardest part of the whole statue. So we're going to bring this up by 7 rows, the white wool, of course. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should be 8 blocks tall total. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place 4 white wools just in the exact middle here. Going out from this, we're going to place 6. We're going to do, not like that. Then we're going to do an additional row right on top of that, if I can place blocks right. We are then going to do all 8 for the next 3 rows. And then the final row, we are just going to place 1 on the ends. That's the first layer. The second layer, we are going to place 1 white wool here and here. We are then, for the next row, going to do the entire row of 8. And then we're going to do 2 right here and right here. And there's that. And then for the kind of ponytail, we're going to do a 2x2 square of black concrete right here, a 2x2 square of white wool. Then we're going to do 2 coming out of it. And then we're going to go 3 rows down, 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. That is the back of the head. Moving over to the sides. We're going to start this off with the basics on how I do my head. So we're going to bring this forward by 3, and then 4 white terracotta. Then we're going to do 4 white wool, 3 white terracotta, 3 white wool, 4 white terracotta, 3 white wool, 2 white terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 white terracotta. Then 6 white wool, 1 white terracotta, and then just 2 rows of white wool. Let's go ahead and do the other side real quick. Also, I'm not sure if this video will actually be uploaded on July the 4th, but this is being recorded on July the 4th, so just so you guys know. I did try to make this a patriotic video. Please just place it right. Thank you. Okay, so for the sides, what we're going to do for this first row, we're going to place 1 white wool right here. That's the first row right there that we're going to do something on. Next row, we're going to place 4 right here. Next row, or next 2 rows, the exact same. So just place 4 right here. This row, however, we are going to place 1, 2, 3 right here. And then we're going to bring this one back and we're going to connect it to this. The next row, we are going to place 1 just right here and just drag it all the way back, connecting it. The next row, we are going to place, or actually it's on the exact row, we are going to place a white wool right here and then bring that all the way back to right here. The next row, we are going to place back an additional row, just 5 white wool right here. And then we're going to place, pretty much just filling this entire area in, just like this. And then for this final row, we're going to place a white wool right here, and then drag that back to this block right here. Kind of hard to explain. This is what you should have, though. Moving on to the other side. Exact same thing. So I'm going to do this side a little bit quicker, just because I've shown it already. It is a little tricky. I will definitely say that. Okay. There we go. All right. That is the other side. Oh, and actually this is 2, not 1. There we go. Okay, and the top of the head, of course, is just white wool. I'm cliffhanging you guys on the face because it's not that hard. So for the face, what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 light gray terracottas in the middle here, and then white terracotta all around it. Then we're going to do a white wool right here and here with blue wool next to that because he had blue eyes, of course. Then 2 white terracottas in the middle with 2 gray wools on top of those eyes. We are then going to fill in the rest of the face with white terracotta. And then right here, Cave Sound, shut up. We're going to place 4 White Warrior here, and then 2 just right here. And yeah, once you have finished that, you will have finished your George Washington statue, guys. So yeah, here he is. That is George Washington. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you'd like to see more content like this, like historical figures and stuff like that, feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to be doing something else on the channel just to kind of freshen it up. I will have a bunch of DC statues heading you guys' way soon. One of them got kind of stuck in like uploading hell, I guess. So I don't know what's going on with it, but you guys should be seeing it soon. So, but yeah, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.